You are listening to a Blaze Bible Reflection. Today's passage is Matthew 23, verses 1 to 22, read by Ivan. Virtue Signaling. In Matthew 23, verses 1 to 22, Jesus strongly criticizes what we can call virtue signaling. Virtue signaling means showing off good or religious behavior so that people admire you, not because your heart is truly good. It is driven by the desire for praise, respect, and recognition. Because of this, there is often a gap between what a person claims to believe and how they actually live. Jesus exposes this when he says, "They do all their deeds to be seen by others." This shows that their actions are not really for God or for helping people, but for public approval. He begins by acknowledging that the scribes and Pharisees sit on Moses' seat, meaning that they have real authority to teach the law. Because of this, Jesus tells the people to listen to what they teach. However, he immediately adds a serious warning: do not do as they do, for they do not practice what they teach. This introduces the main problem. There is a gap between what they say and how they live. They perform righteousness like an act on a stage. Their religion looks good from the outside, but inside it lacks honesty, kindness, and humility. This kind of religion cannot change the heart. Jesus also talks about how they use visible signs of holiness. He mentions phylacteries and long fringes, which were proper religious items. These things were good and meaningful, but the Pharisees made them bigger and more noticeable so that people would see them and think that they were holy. Here, virtue signaling means using religious symbols to gain respect. The problem is not obedience, but showing off obedience. Another issue Jesus points out is their love for status and honor. They enjoy the best seats, public greetings, and being called rabbi. Their good behavior becomes a way to gain power and respect in society. Instead of using their position to serve others, they use it to raise themselves. This shows how religion can be used to feel superior rather than to help people. Jesus then calls this behavior hypocrisy. He says they do not practice what they teach. They place heavy moral rules on others, but do not help them to carry these burdens. This is unfair and harmful. It discourages people who sincerely want to follow God. Jesus even says that such behavior blocks people from entering the kingdom of heaven because it turns faith into performance instead of transformation. Finally, Jesus gives a better way to live. He says everyone is a student and that the greatest person must be a servant. True virtue does not need public praise. Real goodness is shown through humility, service, and care for others. In God's eyes, it is not those who show off their religion who are great, but those who quietly live it. In light of this passage, we are all invited to examine ourselves honestly. We should ask whether we sometimes imitate these same attitudes, seeking approval, recognition, or praise, rather than living with sincerity and integrity. Jesus' words challenge us to move away from virtue signaling and empty performances, and instead to live in a way that truly reflects who we are on the inside. What matters is not how we appear before others, but whether our actions grow out of genuine faith, humility, and love. This self-examination leads us towards a more authentic way of living, one that aligns our outward behavior with our inner character. God bless you. Stay close to the Word. The Ablaze Team.